Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm actually in my BMW 130i today, and I just realized I haven't actually taken you guys out on a drive. I haven't taken it for a proper drive myself. So I think today we are going to take it for a nice spirited drive and just really see what this thing can do. But I think first of all, we need to get fuel. Because yeah, she's thirsty. Okay, so we're at Tesco now, and I think the real question is, do we just go ahead and get the regular 95 octane fuel, or do we give her a little treat and go for the 99 octane? I'm not quite sure yet. Let's go 99. Yeah, I think she deserves 99. Now, let's get this show on the road. Okay, so while we're still driving around town, getting the engine up to temperature in pursuit of some nice twisty B roads, I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about what this thing is like driving in regular everyday traffic. And one thing I just want to say is, this is a great all-round versatile engine in this car. It has the low down torque of a turbo diesel. You could honestly drive this thing around not needing to go over 1700 RPM and you'll be fine. There's more than enough torque below 2000 RPM. With that being said though, you can then rev it all the way up to redline, all the way up to 7000 RPM and get as much power as you want. And that's quite rare from a naturally aspirated engine. Typically, to get any kind of power out of them, you have to really rev them, because obviously when you rev the engine, the throttle body is opening, allowing more air through, and that is where you really typically get your power. But the N52 engine is great. The engineering behind it, you know, with the disvalves allowing the torque to come in nice and early, it really just makes it a very, very versatile engine. And that's really what I love about it. The fact that you can just cruise around town and you can actually drive very economically doing so. But then when you do find some nice twisty B roads, you can give it a good thrashing. You can take it all the way up to the 7000 RPM, because these engines really do like to be revved. They really do. I'm really hoping these motorbikes don't turn left here. Oh, looks like they're turning left. I know of some nice roads down here. We're gonna have to lose them, I think. Okay, we can turn right here. Oh, and we have another car coming. I'm gonna let that car go just so we can build up some space, just to really get to the speed limit, should we say. Okay, so we're on a nice twisty B road now. Let's take a look at what she can do. Second gear. And she just revs and revs. And you get to very, very quick, very, very easily. Handles so good. That's partly down to the Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tyres. but this thing really does stick when you want it to. Now bear in mind, it is in the dry, but I know for a fact these tyres are very, very good in the wet also. You can just drop it down a gear, and the power's instantly there. Takes very, very minimal effort to get a decent speed out of this car. And that straight six as well, that sounds so, so good. When them valves open up, there's not many cars that sound better for this kind of money. I'm going to try with the window down. I don't know if it's just going to be too much wind noise, but hopefully you can try and get an indicator of what the exhaust sounds like. Effortless. 0 to 60 in no effort at all. Unreal. This is such a fun little car. And like I was saying, you know, you don't have to really put your foot down. You don't need to go all the way to a red line. You don't need to go to 7,000 RPM. You can honestly just drive this car very civilized, you know, through town at no more than 1,700 RPM. You'll get great fuel economy. Bearing in mind this is a 3-litre engine, we'll probably see around 30 mpg, which is incredible, to be honest. And you know, on the days where you really just want to give it some and, you know, go down the nice B roads, you can do that. You do have the option to do that. So yeah, honestly, this is such a fun little car. It's definitely something that is worth considering if you are thinking of buying one of these cars. It is such a fun little car, and this would be amazing on track as well, because it revs so high, because it handles so great, and it just has bags and bags of power. This car really doesn't need, you know, much, if any, more power than it already has. 265 brake horsepower is, yeah, just more than enough for this thing. Oh, this car never fails to put a smile on your face. And when them valves open up, bear in mind this is just a stock exhaust as well. When them valves open up, once the Vanos really gets going, everyone turns around and looks. It's great. But then, you know, if you do just want to drive it normally, it's very, very quiet. The valves close, you know, you're just knocking along at less than 2,000 RPM. You're getting great fuel economy. Like right now, I'm just cruising along at like 45 mile an hour, and the instant average MPG counter is showing 50 MPG. Like, you know, you could drive around like this all day and you would see great fuel economy. And bear in mind, this is a 3-litre straight 6 petrol engine in this car. Great versatility. There won't be many cars on the road that this thing can't overtake, I'll tell you that. One thing that does desperately need attention on this car though is the brakes. Yeah, the brakes are terrible. I think it's just bad maintenance, to be honest. I don't think the brake fluid has been changed for like 10 plus years. I know it's like a dirty browny colour. I think the discs and the pads could do with being replaced, and you know, to go with that, you may as well just change the brake lines themselves as well to some braided ones, just to make an all-round upgraded braking system. But yeah, I can't say too many bad things about this car. When that time in advance though, oh, it sounds so good. When you get over about 4,000 RPM, Vanos kicks in, and that sounds so good. Okay then, so that is my first proper drive in my BMW 130i, and what a bundle of fun this car is. If you are thinking of buying one yourself, stop thinking, just go out there and buy yourself one. It is such a fun little car. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I'll see you all in that next one. Peace.